Alright, so today, September 1st, 2015, is officially my 23rd birthday. And what some of you may know is that is the last year that you can compete as a junior in powerlifting. Of course I'll compete in the open division past being 23 years old, but I wanted to make this video on my birthday so that I can look back at it a year from now and see if I achieved these goals for myself for the last year of my junior division. Okay, so first off, how am I making these goals? I'm making these goals based off the progress I've made in the last 10 months. Why 10 months instead of a year? Because you're naturally going to get slower and slower progressing the longer you lift. But then again, I think I've got a lot smarter with my programming and I know how to better target my weak points. So I'm going to compare 10 months to a year. And so I wrote down the lifts I was doing 10 months ago at my November powerlifting meet in 2014. So 10 months ago, either in the gym or that meet, whichever my PR was. So my PR on squat without wraps was 385. With wraps, it was 420. My PR on paused bench was in the meet, and it was 280 pounds. My PR on deadlift was also in the meet, and it was 530 pounds. Now, my current lifts: 435 squat, no knee wraps. So that is, let me see, that's about a 50-pound gain as far as without knee wraps. I'm guessing I usually get about 50 pounds out of wraps, so I'm assuming I'm around 475, 480. So I'm also getting around 55 pounds gain in those 10 months with wraps. But to be honest, I'm leaning towards not competing with wraps, just competing in knee sleeves, to be honest, but that's a different topic for a different video. Now bench. My benches went from 280 to 315, which is a really big deal to me because for about the whole year before that, I was stuck at 285 or 275 to 280 range. So the fact that it's progressed 35 pounds in the last 10 months is incredible. That's great. Deadlift has went from 530 to 600. So that is 70 pounds. Sorry, wrote this all down. So yeah, a year from now, I would like to be, by the time I'm turning 24 on my 24th birthday, 1 year from today, I would like to be squatting, bear with me, these numbers may be kind of big, but I think I can do them. I'd like to be squatting 5 plates, so 495, with just knee sleeves. And I'd like to be squatting 545, so 50 pounds, with knee wraps. That's just to say I did it. Like I said, I would prefer to compete with just sleeves from now on, just because they're less hassle. You don't have to worry about anyone wrapping your knees and relying on someone else, whether they did a good job wrapping, or getting yourself out of breath and tired before you try and PR because you just spent 5 minutes wrapping your knees as hard as you can. So 495 in sleeves, 545 in wraps. Bench is 315 now. I would like to get 340 by this Christmas, so Christmas 2015. Maybe if I look back I can reference that. But that may be a little fast, to be honest. But my big goal is 365 by the time I'm 24. So that's 50 pounds. It's kind of a lot for a year. But like I said, I think I'm just now figuring out my programming and what really works as far as my bench. And that's why it started to skyrocket. So at least 350, if not 365. So yeah, 350 to 365 bench and deadlift. Okay, here's where things get interesting. I really am holding myself to a higher standard on deadlift since it is the lift that I'm best at. And the more I'm figured out with my programming on deadlift, the faster it's seeming to skyrocket my strength. So instead of just 70 pounds, I want 75 pounds. Because that will be 7 plates or 675 pounds. Now, why specifically am I picking this number? 675 currently would put me at the top 5 for the current 165 pound powerlifters in all of America. So I would be in the top 5 of pullers in all of the USA for my weight class, regardless of age. That's not, if I could do that as a junior, that'd be incredible. So that's what I'm going to shoot for. 495 squat, sleeves, 545 in wraps, 350 to 365 bench, and 675 deadlift. Now, as far as body weight, I want to maintain around 170 preferably around 170. If I get up to 172, it's not a big deal. I just want to stay close enough that I can cut relatively easy to make the 165 weight class. And the bigger the cut, the harder it's going to be, and you might lose strength. So I don't want to gain that much weight then just to try and rip off the weight to make the weight class and then in turn lose a lot of strength. So those are my goals. This is my 23rd birthday. I'll be able to look back at this in a year and see if I met these goals. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you think.